Alright, we are back.
To assault more ghosts.
No, to lie to more ghosts.
I come from here.
To lie to a ghost who went to the battle.
I want to uncover more corpses, but
Guess they'll
If you see our race, you can murder it.
I'll take a look in that other direction. We're advancing in the other direction.
Shouldn't we go talk to Dandelion?
Yes. Well, that was a nice death. How do we kill this anyway? Are we making ghosts even deader?
I mean, they might be putting their spirit to peace.
What is happening to them when I kill them? Do I release them from their wrathiness?
Yeah, I guess. Their anger.
I heard that if you need to do something and you die, your ghost keeps trying to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can't remember what it was, but there's a hotel that there's a ghost that greets the people in the hotel. And it's another one of those, yeah, this lady was trying to do something, but then she died and now she wanders the halls trying to do it.
Let's go talk to Dandelion.
Yoink.
He'll probably tell you about how amazing this poem is.
Or tells, how did you find it under a corpse? Did you write this book? Sure, whatever. Harpies. Ow.
Should we do the harpy questling while we're out here in the forest?
You dying or not?
No.
You die and our Nog proceeds to die.
I don't think that's a question you should be asking your enemy.
You want to flick to the quest, or are we going?
I can, but I don't think it's gonna...
Where is it?
Oh, the quest is to use harpy traps on the harpy nests.
Oh, okay.
Again?
Did you crash?
No. I need to remove that button. I know it's for screenshotting, but... this button. If you use that and open your inventory, it also removes your inventory. Like you can't see your inventory.
Do you not have any harpy traps?
I never made some.
You need 7.
Yes. There's one nest. I don't know where the rest are. I thought the harpy contract would be like burn the nests. I mean, you could use a bomb on them. It would still burn them. So let's see. This thing. Outskirts of Bergen. Oh, Rupet's right there.
And you, my love,
Yo,
do you trust the girl?
You trust the girl? Where is Dandelion? Is she in the bar?
He should be in the bar.
I hear a goose. I hear a rubber goose.
Don't forget to make a bunch of stuff while you're here.
Probably should. Or else I'm gonna empty it in the box.
Then we'll do it off camera.
About the woman who fell from the sky.
Another one. You let one human in and in no time you
There you are.
He should be here.
One
Geralt,
person.
first throat of the Witcher's Guild. Finally, a drink with someone worth talking to.
Short on company?
What can Yarpin tell me? I prefer listening to horses fart.
Nice. Not
I
yet.
heard human women.
First
Good thing you're
dandelion.
here, Geralt. A rhyme for wonder?
I'm
Ponder.
no poet.
I know, but you have good ideas sometimes.
Yonder?
Good!
Writing a sonnet for your new muse?
Better than that. I'm composing an anthem for Vergen. Want to hear the first version?
No.
No.
Listen. May
What?
those who dream of freedom arise, seeing the sight of liberty with their eyes. Let us go together, become our brother. The choice is yours, you know there's no other. How far shall we venture in this great wonder? Elf, dwarf, and human set forth together yonder.
Nice.
Like it?
Pretty
It
cool.
rhymes, kind of.
All right, then. Tell me what you discovered.
Found some scribblings. Or should I say these first?
You can do the others first.
Is it my imagination, or have you become a propaganda mouthpiece for the court?
You know what I really like about this place? There is no court. People are with Saskia because they want to be, not because they have to or should be.
You have a tendency to go from one extreme to the other.
And you have a tendency to shit on every ideal, even the most noble.
I try to take an objective view of the world.
Yet you've joined us. You have, haven't you?
I'm on Vergen's side, and this time.
Don't want to commit, eh? Well, Vergen isn't some whore you can just screw and forget.
Why is he so upset about this?
I like to be careful. Or should I just please him and say alright?
Just please him.
You're right. Once you're on a teetering bridge, you might as well cross it.
Finally, spoken like a man. Oh, sorry, that was racist. Wise words, Witcher.
Lol.
Yorvith seems to have changed.
Everyone changes here. Except you, of course.
I'm not sure I like changes of that kind. I find them hard to believe.
You're an idiot. Saskia's giving Yorvith a chance. If he uses it well, he'll finally be able to emerge from that hole in the ground he's been living in for years. That's the least of it. If he plays his cards right, he can win everyone's respect. People only remember what they want to remember.
I suppose you're right. A free state in the Pontar Valley could turn Yorvith from a brigand into a knight.
Which is why it's useless to wonder why he's changed. I wouldn't trust him with my child. But who knows what he'll become?
Probably an elf.
My memories and feelings seem inextricably linked. I seem to be recovering both. I believe Yennefer's alive, and I'll eventually find her.
Triss, Yennefer, that's some life you lead, my friend.
First off, we have no idea if Yennefer's still alive. Second, we have no idea if Triss is alive.
True. You seem to have two women when in fact, you don't even have one.
Their kind doesn't die easily. I believe I'll find Triss, alive.
And Yennefer?
I won't know what to do about her until I see her.
Me neither.
My memory's coming back. It's just bits and pieces so far, but I can feel them coming together, forming a whole.
What have you remembered?
A voyage, an endless trek south. I was following Yennefer in the Wild Hunt. I have no idea how long. It got cold. Only old people were left in the villages I passed through, but they all refused to tell me what had happened to the young, to their children. I finally pressed a man for information. He blamed it on wolf packs, on an outburst of drowners and rot fiends. No one mentioned the Wild Hunt.
Did you catch up to the hunt?
I don't know.
Got anything you can follow?
I'm looking. You once mentioned some elven poems about the hunt.
I believe I said they could exist, and they'd be old. I don't know any, but look around. You're pretty good at finding things.
So he wants you to find poems about the hunt?
Mm-hmm.
One
Haven't you
thing's for
seen
sure.
some?
Letho's
Bookstores
not on this
might
side of
have.
the fog.
If you wanted to pursue the assassin, you should have gone to Henselt's camp with Roach.
Just because I went after Triss doesn't mean I've forgotten about Letho.
Why do you care so much? It's not your coop or your chickens.
I had to clear my names.
Mm-hmm.
My reputation's a little more important than hens in a coop. Until I find Letho, I'll be considered a murderer.
No one thinks you're a kingslayer here.
You're dead wrong. They treat me well because they need me. That could change in an instant.
You're probably right. Let's say you catch him. What then?
It depends.
Yeah.
I'll decide once I've heard him out, learned the truth. Maybe I'll see his point, or maybe I'll just cut off his head.
That's about it.
Okay,
I
let's see
found
what
a
he
volume
says.
of your poetry.
My love poems. Some bastard stole
Those are
them
lava.
recently. Probably wanted to show off to a young lass smelling of sheepskins. I really missed this book. It was like being in
He made a
brothel with
book?
no balls. I owe you one, Geralt, though I don't know quite how I'll repay you. No, actually, I do know. Up for a shot of vodka? It's on me.
I've got a better idea.
Beer? That's fine. All the same to me.
I need you to do me a favor.
Name it. For this, I'd give you my chastity.
No thanks.
If I still had it, of course.
I wouldn't be interested.
Don't tell me you need another poem for a noon wraith.
Worse.
Please, Geralt, don't get me involved in another messy monster matter. I'm an artist, not...
That's precisely who I need to lure a succubus.
Are you crazy? You want to see a hoofed hag ride me to death? On the other hand, we all have to die of something.
Go to the burned down village after dark and wait for me there.
Oh boy.
Nice.
You won't trick me into buying you around.
Guess we'll be seeing some titties after all.
You sure? He said hoof.
Don't succubus have hoofs?
I don't know. I thought they were human looking.
The only succubus I can remember is from Heroes of Might and Magic. That's
Also,
not-
I appear to have lost sound
Again.
again. You think you can fix it while you...
It's not there. Lol.
Oh, there we
It's
go. There we go. Sound came back.
It's flicking through them while I was alt-tabbing.
Well, anyway,
Guess I go see Philippa, who delivers said magic thing.
should we go give... This is the main quest, isn't it?
Yes, but there's plenty to the main quest. Might as well go deliver this to get some bag space.
Okay, make sure quick save.
Because
Do you know
bag
where she
space
is?
needs to be.
So, you thought it over?
Isn't she in the house
For the recruiting station.
of her
Yes.
own?
I don't know.
Do it. Naked?
I hope not.
You could
Okay
just
then.
walk out. You could have just walked out and knocked.
What is it, Witcher?
Who is that girl?
Cynthia, a leashed sorceress.
A charming expression. Do you also use muzzles?
Leash means a connection between a sorceress and her assistant. An unfortunate term, I admit, but it explains how things are. Cynthia can tap my power, use my spells. She's a conduit. And she's learning along the way. It's convenient, and except for the name, not derisive at all. But you're not here to talk about Cynthia.
That's a lot of things.
Let's talk about Cynthia, though.
How is it that King Radovid's court sorceress and advisor is supporting a rebellion in Edirn?
This has grown into more than a simple rebellion, Witcher. Prince Stennis's arrival here confirmed Saskia's right to represent Edirn.
Saskia isn't fighting for Edirn, but for the Pontar Valley. Even Prince Stennis considers you rebels. He hasn't moved against you because war with Kedwin hangs by a thread. Why are you here, Sorceress of Tretogor?
It is my duty. If Henselt occupies the Pontar Valley, Redania and Temeria will respond strongly. The North will disintegrate, its unity gone. A dark scenario that is nevertheless avoidable, provided Saskia is successful and wins the Valley's independence.
Even if she thwarts Henselt, there'll be no independence without agreement from Redania and Temeria.
Temeria's expansionist plans melted away with Foltest's death. Redania's ruler is unpredictable, but even he'll have to respect a victory. I'm here to make this victory a fact.
Okay then.
Can we hear about the dragon?
Is what they say true? Did Saskia kill a dragon?
Prince Stennis decorated her for it at the court in Vengerberg, so it appears to be true. If you want to know the details, talk to Biggerhorn. Apparently he witnessed it.
Oh yeah, he's alive.
Oh yeah.
Have you heard about a Witcher's school? Apparently the Viper's their sign.
No, why do you ask?
The Kingslayer wears a medallion adorned with a viper.
Pretentious and childish for my taste. He can't be very smart.
Oh yeah,
Lol.
she's an owl. I forgot.
A sorceress like you ought to know bundles about the Wild Hunt.
A sorceress's knowledge has nothing to do with superstitions.
The hunt's not a superstition.
I see
True,
them.
the phenomenon seems to exist.
I want to know everything there is to know about it.
It's strictly atmospheric. It doesn't interest me. Just as whirlwinds, whirlpools, and snowfalls do not interest me.
I found notes.
There's proof that the Wild Hunt is a vast accumulation of the power. Something that would interest mages, you'd think.
To the mere mortal, anything that is not immediately comprehensible is suspect, the product of a conspiracy. And where there's a conspiracy, well, it's obvious mages must have hatched it.
I'm a mortal, though probably not a mere one. I found the notes of a man who spent his entire life...
Paranormal phenomena interests Cynthia, my intern. Take this up with her.
Okay then.
Okay.
I guess I'll do all these.
I'm looking for Triss. Letho forced her to teleport near Vergen.
Letho?
Foltest's killer, perhaps Demavend's too. Will you help me find her?
Certainly. We sorceresses must stick together. We have too many enemies.
Triss contacted you through Sheila de Tanzerville's megascope while in Flotsam.
And I haven't heard from her since.
Can you locate her?
A megascope responds to a person's aura. If I had something of hers, I could find her. You were close to her. Maybe you have something.
No, I don't have anything.
Not good. Wait. A local drunkard claims he saw a redhead fall out of the sky. This could be a lead.
Fall out of the
Wait,
sky.
what?
That's-
Bottom?
I've never heard of flying women before.
Perhaps they're just drunken delusions. It's possible, however, that an unstable teleport ejected
it was
Trish
a
near the
harpy.
town.
As it's our only lead,
Or
I'll
maybe
talk to this
it was
drunkard.
someone
Do you know him?
else.
I'm not used to
Wait, what
associating
happened
with
to that,
drunkards. But you'll
that
likely find
nurse
him in the inn.
first one?
Thank you.
Nurse.
Come back as soon as you learn anything.
The one that always wore green. You need to talk to
Oh,
her.
I can't remember.
I don't remember
You
her
wanted-
name. It was like Elfin or something.
No, I can't remember.
I found one of the ingredients for Saskia's cure.
Show me. Interesting.
Shouldn't you have talked
Getting
to?
warmer. But still not there.
About
It's
the
as if
dragon.
I'd sent you to get me the sun and you'd
No,
brought
the
me a
girl.
candle. We need something massive, an item of real power, Geralt. This is a dwarf's dream. Stolen and magically encased in this crystal. It would do if it was stronger.
You know what this means? In addition to normal harpies, there are Solano in the area.
Solano?
Dream Snatchers. The only harpy species to develop something
Oh, so
resembling
that's what they were.
intelligence. They magically bind dreams to mountain crystals. I heard they once inhabited this area. Solano live among regular harpies, but their lair should be full of stolen dreams. One of those would be powerful enough, I'm sure.
Oh my gosh,
You'd
we gotta
have
go
to
get
enter
one.
the harpy lair through
Nice.
the quarry. Unfortunately, the gate to the caves is locked and Cecil Burden won't open it. I asked him on another occasion. Stubborn as a mule, that one. But we must not relent.
Oh my gosh, we could
Saskia
totally
clings to
get
life
there.
by a thread. Let me show you the desire contained in this particular dream. Don't be hasty to judge.
Yes, I can feel it. Whose dream is it?
Cecil Burden's.
In that case, I need to see the alderman. Got a feeling he just might open the gate for me.
Damn.
Let's talk to. Where did she go? Oh, I thought she was naked.
Me too.
Who are you?
I'm Cynthia, a mage in training. Philippa is my mentor.
My
I'm
condolences.
Philippi.
No need for that.
Philippia
True, she's a demanding mistress, but she can also be charming. Besides, she's the best there is, Witcher. She has no equals. Excepting, perhaps, the old elven
Except
sorceresses.
Triss.
You should see her cast spells. Light and graceful she is. Not like that old tart de Tanzaville.
I mean, she was pretty much a pushover, but
Just out of curiosity, how much does a magic course cost these days?
I'm certain you can't afford it, Witcher. Besides, you're too old.
No matter. I have a few of my own tricks as it is.
You mean Witcher's signs? Philippa can conjure up the illusion of a garden full of flowers, fruit trees, and young elves of both sexes copulating merrily all the day. And the illusion is complete. The flowers have an aroma. The fruit and she-elves are juicy.
Invite me over the next time she conjures up this garden. I'd gladly see it. Professional curiosity.
For science.
Naturally.
yes.
But I doubt Philippa's in the mood for complicated illusions. She focuses all her efforts on Saskia.
You know Sheila?
I've seen her cast spells. I've seen all the great sorceresses at work. Sheila's quite manly in her style. Precise, logical, exceptionally composed. But she lacks grace and suppleness.
Is that your opinion? Or are you just repeating what Philippa says?
We agree in our assessment. Triss Marigold, on the other hand, is talented. But she lacks determination, courage, and a certain cold willfulness that seems necessary.
That's interesting.
Kira Metz and Margarita Lowe Antiel are both blasé, seemingly resigned. One's a hedonist and nymphomaniac, the other cares only about her school. They lost enthusiasm for magic long ago. Then there's Francesca Finderbear. Nobody really knows what the old she-elf is capable of. But she's clearly very powerful.
I take it Philippa has none of these flaws, but she must have some weakness.
Ambition. Infinite, boundless, and burning like the Korath Desert.
I don't think I've been to said desert.
No.
I'm trying to learn something about the Wild Hunt.
Very interesting phenomenon. Like all mysterious things.
Willing to share what you
I like
know?
how you're basically
Well,
just
I would
talking
be.
about, like,
Provided
death
you
from,
found
like,
the notes
Sims.
of
It's all
Morton
like,
Collis first.
oh, it's a
He
mysterious
devoted
phenomenon.
almost his entire
Mhm.
life
Like,
to researching the hunt.
No,
We could go into detail if you had his scribblings.
it's literally the Grim Reaper.
Mm-hmm.
I found Morton Collis's notes.
So, let's see what you've learned.
Did you
Well,
see
there are a
that?
few documented facts, but Collis notes the existence of plenty of myths and legends.
Very true.
I wait to see her
Where shall we
T-pose when you
start,
flip
then?
back to her at one point.
Her leg was clipping through her clothes.
That's amazing.
Collis claims the hunt's appearance can be predicted by observing the Orcan Nebula.
And eclipses affect how often it appears. In any case, it arrives on the winter solstice, though not necessarily every year.
Collis calculated that the hunt slips into our world in those years when the nebula is in the eastern sky.
Okay then.
First and foremost, Collis studied the hunt's movement.
Oh, it's well known that the wild hunt moves north to south, never in the opposite direction.
That's what I remember, and Collis's research confirms it. I'm just having trouble understanding why that is.
The retinue's trajectory brings it into our world at the North Pole. Thus, once here, the wraiths can only move south.
Okay then.
Okay.
When I pursued the hunt, I passed through many abandoned villages.
Well, the wild hunt abducts young people.
What for?
The wraiths might need workers, warriors, or meat.
Collis seems to favor the slave theory.
Why would ghosts need meat?
What's the sorceress's take on the hunt?
The topic makes them uneasy. Since the Council and Conclave banned the use of mind spells, the wild hunt has been a taboo topic.
There's some link between mental spells and the cavalcade?
Both addle the brain. Anyone who has come in contact with the wild hunt has experienced mental instability that either takes the form of insanity or amnesia. You see, the wraiths emit a magnetic field that severely distorts perception and impedes brain functions.
I always wondered what happens if I would get amnesia.
I hope you don't.
I always wondered, that would be funny.
People say the hunt's appearance is
Just
an omen
forget
of war.
everything.
In our times,
Yeah, for
wars
like
are so
5
frequent,
minutes.
we might even consider flights of honking geese as their harbinger. The hunt traverses our world in winter. Wars usually break out in spring. but only because rulers wish their soldiers to die in battle rather than of cold.
Okay then.
Let's summarize.
Based on his observations and calculations of the Wild Hunt's movements, Collis arrived at two equally important conclusions. The first was that the Hunt is made up of knights who perished in various worlds and have reconvened as a retinue of vengeance. His second hypothesis states that an unknown, extremely powerful force multiplies wraiths, whose task is to travel between worlds in search of slaves. Both theories seem probable.
Each time someone runs into the Hunt, the Wraith's magnetic field causes their mind to descend into chaos. By inference, another meeting with the Hunt and its field should reverse the effects of the first.
Perhaps. Someone who lost their memory or their mind on their first meeting with the Hunt could recover either on the second meeting. But I'm afraid that's unproved. Anyone who has managed to escape the Wraiths would rather die than meet them again.
So,
You say
you
us
can
we're going
lose
to go
or
find
recover
them.
your memory by meeting the Wild Hunt.
Do you know something I don't?
I have amnesia, but my memory's been coming back since a certain event.
Since when?
Since I killed a Spectre, the king of the Wild Hunt.
Damn.
I saw a red box next to her. Just saying.
I already looted this place.
Okay.
You wanted to discuss...
I got
found
flour.
an immortelle.
Excellent.
That's it.
She
Doesn't
might
say
as well
how
have
did you find
flipped
it.
you off.
It's like, I found the flower. Give it here
What is
and
this?
get out.
There's a man sitting in a chair on her desk.
Seems to be.
You wanted...
At the council, you mentioned artifacts were needed to undo the curse.
But I can't look for them now.
I can do that.
Why?
I have my
Because
reasons.
I already have them.
Tell me something.
Have some of them.
Most of them.
What happened here 3 years ago?
Henselt attacked Edern, but met his match. Nobody won that war. Sabrina Glefesig got into a conflict with the commander-in-chief of the Kedweni forces, and this led to both armies being routed. Fireballs turned the battlefield into a flaming tomb. Henselt accused Sabrina of using a forbidden weapon.
And Sabrina cursed Henselt.
I think so. I suspect the curse got out of hand because of the circumstances.
Circumstances? The stars weren't right, wrong phase of the moon. There's always an excuse for simple bungling.
She placed the curse while burning at the stake. Her hands and feet nailed to a wagon wheel.
Yeah.
I'd say she did a good job, considering.
That's hardcore. Which one should I go for?
Well, the first one is true, but I haven't seen one yet.
I guess I'll ask
Know
about
anything
the
about blood curses?
first.
Do you?
We're dealing with a 4th level curse, also known as the Curse of the Archmistress.
Well, well, I'm impressed.
Thing is, until now I thought it was only a myth, that such a curse couldn't be cast.
You thought wrong. There are 6 confirmed cases of this curse being inflicted.
What about confirmed cases of it being lifted?
1. Achieved by a team of sorcerers led by Archmistress Francesca Finderbear, hence the curse's other name. Sabrina Glevesig was on the team.
Small world.
That's not all. The curse investigated by Francesca and Sabrina was designed to end the Tyson dynasty, the rulers of Kovir. They were cursed by Scarlet Rodalega, a complete madman, but very talented. An eclipse and wraiths also accompanied his curse.
So Sabrina's curse is just a knockoff Rodalega.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Did you notice? Not all the ghosts were aggressive.
Yes. Most just disappeared when they touched the aura of a living person.
I think the curse corrupts
Oh yeah,
the
we were
ghosts of the
talking
fallen
about
and turns
the
them into
ones on the
draugrs.
battlefield.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the Witcher's professional name for wraiths?
Draugrs are demons of war. They arise at sites of exceptionally vicious, bloody battles. Their bloodlust and hatred in condensed form.
Can you kill them by conventional means?
A silver
No.
sword is enough for a draugr, but as long as the curse remains active, new ones will arise. The soldiers' ghosts are the key. If I could turn the tide of the battle...
For that you'll need symbols of war belonging to those who fell in battle. Hatred, death, courage, and faith. All artifacts must be magically active and connected to the fallen, or they won't lure the ghosts.
Right. I'll look around.
I got the wool coat.
Finding 2 will be enough.
You also have
Get the
banner.
symbols of hatred and death and leave the rest to me.
I'd prefer courage and faith.
Don't fuss.
I'll see what I can do. Cecil seems to know a lot about the area.
Let's go look at before
Can
we
Francesca's experience help us?
Certainly.
What?
I know the symbols and the
before we
workings of the
give
curse
them
thanks
to
to
her.
her.
We should probably go
Care to
see about this
explain?
redhead
I'm the
that
one
fell
risking
from the
my neck.
sky.
Mm-hmm.
You'll have to relive the battle and change its course at the right moment. I don't know exactly what will happen. Nobody does.
I'll look for those artifacts.
Okay.
I'm good for now. I'll let you know when I learn something.
Okay then. That's a save, so I don't have to sit through that again.
Should we be back or?
First, wait for events to unfold. Meet Dandelion in the burned village at midnight. Okay, so I think I'll do that. Then after I open the gate, I'll do this at the same time.
Yeah. But should we?
And then I'll just have to go do this other.
Should we be back after you go do shopping and such, and craft things?
Sure.
Okay, we'll be back.